Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, everybody, to this is Profit Protector Pro, this one, isn't it?
Yes, it certainly is.
Yeah, welcome to another Profit Protector Pro live training event. It is Wednesday, the 13th of October, 3 minutes past 7 for me. So if you're wondering if this is live, yeah, it's live. We is here. Obviously, UK time, it's 7 o'clock. I don't know what time it is where you are. So you might be, I don't know where you are. But before we get into you guys and where you are, because we always like to say hello and let you guys do a bit of a roll call and check in. First of all, I would like to say hello, Karen. As always, Karen, co-founder of Profit Protector Pro, is with us. How are you, Karen?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good, thanks. And then what you guys are probably not used to seeing is over on my screen. She's the other side. Is Karen in the middle for you guys?
Not for me.
She's in the middle for me.
Is Karen in the middle for you, Hol?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So over the other side on my screen, at least, is Holly Chops, as we like to call her lovingly here at Profit Protector Pro. But she's Holly Pebbles. What do we call you? What are you? What's the official job title, Karen?
she's everything.
Oh, it's a Matt sandwich, Jack says. It's a Matt sandwich. So I'm in the middle on Jack's screen, which is cool. But yeah, she's
two roses then.
A thorn between two roses.
Indeed.
No,
Yes.
Rose between two thorns. That's the saying, and that is correct. I like Jack's Matt sandwich. So Holly is my partner in real life. Karen's my business partner, but Holly's my actual partner. But Holly also works in the business, and she is a key role. I don't know what her job title is, but basically, she holds the fort together for Buybot Pro, Profit Protector Pro, and
online arbitrage deals.
Yeah, onlinearbitragedeals.com. So Holly is, when new features go in and dealing with the devs and all that stuff, that's Holly. So she's here and she understands a lot of our software a lot better than I do, because she has a lot more intimate frontline working with the devs. So the people that actually do all the coding and stuff, she deals with them directly, whereas I don't tend to. I pop in and have a little listen, but I tend to start of it. So she understands the inner workings of software, which is why we thought we'd bring her on tonight. Karen understands it all anyway as well, but Holly does have an extra little thing. And oftentimes, Holly, you'll have seen it, guys. If you've been to a previous training, you'll have seen Holly Pebbles in the chat moderating and helping us out. But oftentimes she'll find herself kind of shouting in the background and wanting to shout in the background saying, I know the answer to that. But she just goes through the comments. So we thought we'd have her on. How are you, Hol?
I'm good, thank you.
Welcome to the first Profit Protector Pro training.
Thank you.
Simon says, hi all. Nice to see Holly for a change. Absolutely. James says, quick one before the webinar starts, but how is everyone calculating their floor price? I tend to be just 10% above break even. We'll let them answer that, because honestly, I don't know. I just from what I've heard talking to people, I know when I first got into OA years ago, they used to talk about like 50% margins, but I think that's rare to treat that as your average these days. There's still some deals will be 94% and 75% and stuff, but I think the days of just by standard adding 50% on are pretty much behind us. But I do know that some people add 30% on, and a lot of people do 20%. A lot of people are there about 21, 22, 19 and a half. A lot of people aim for around 20. Not so many people go for 10. Do you know this, guys? Have you got any thoughts on this one from speaking to people?
I would say it definitely needs to be 30%. I think you've got to go for 30%, haven't you? I agree with Anthony, and it's got to be 30%. I think, obviously, if you've got something that is selling super, super quick and you can get 25%, then that's still good. But on the whole, I think I'd always try and look for 30%.
Yeah. But I mean, I think some people will set it around 20%, knowing that Profit Protector Pro, you're just giving it a window to play with, hoping that actually Profit Protector Pro is going to drive the price up and get you a better than 30% anyway. So honestly, I would advise take it on a per product basis. Don't just have if you just say, I only source at 50% and only will accept 50%, well, you're not going to source many deals. Whereas if you go 30%, you're in the realms of very doable. If you go 20%, it's a lot more aggressive. But again, that's just your bottom window, then you're good. But 10% would be very low, I would say, for most people. Not many people will be running at 10%. If you're running that kind of business, James, then I would imagine you need to be one of those sellers that's got tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands in stock, and you're just selling it fast, selling it cheap, high volume, low margin type stuff. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us and jumping on. I assume you guys can all hear and see us okay. If you want to let us know in the chat, say hello, we'll shout your name out and tell us where you're from. So let's see where people are from and let us know. We've got some nice little training for you tonight to get stuck into. But before we get into that, let's see everybody and where they're from. So hi, Bob. Hi, Simon, Anthony, Jack, and James. Josh says, dang, I didn't know I was supposed to click the play button. Lol. Nice. Selma's from UK, Manchester. Nick says hi. It's going fast now. Ginny says is from New York. Awesome. Belinda's hi from London. James is in Derby. Mike says, hey guys, joining you from Sussex. Anthony is in Bushett, Hots. I guess that's Hertfordshire. Elaine's in Virginia, US. Awesome, Elaine. Nice to see you. Matthew is here again from France. Francais. Rifit's from Bury. Jack's in LA. Awesome. It's gone too fast. I've lost it. Bushy. Anthony says Bushy. Just says hi. Pauline and Tom's in Derry. Hi from Nicola in Bristol. Charlie's Angels -1, Nick says. Adam from Utah. Remus on holiday in Romania, but Rotherham resident. Steve says, what's up? Essex boy lost in Slovakia. We've got a lot of people traveling by the looks of it. Kay's in Gloucester, the one who gives you great feedback, bless you. And Tony from Lincoln, UK, where we are right now. Me and Holly Chops over there. That's where we are sat right now in Lincoln. So nice one, Tony. So shall we get cracking? And in fact, let's let you guys know how this works. Basically, we've got some pre-prepared videos. Am I right in saying one of our teammates has made most of these videos tonight?
Yeah, we have some that you've done, and we've got one from Holly, and we've got a few from Kaylee. So I can't wait. I'm really excited.
Awesome. So Kaylee is one of our team members. She's awesome and she knows the software well. And if you guys have watched any videos on YouTube and heard an English girl speaking that's not this pair, it's probably Kaylee. So yeah, she's done some videos tonight, which is cool. Maybe we'll have Kaylee on one of these training sessions in the future, but she's done a lot of the videos. So how we do this is we have a small video that we've pre-prepared talking about a feature. We play the video to you guys. We'll come off the screen whilst that plays. It can be 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, something like that. But we come off the screen, and then when it's stopped, we'll come back to the chat and we'll aim to answer all of your questions. So you'll get a run through of the feature with a screen share video with Kaylee, and then we'll come. Oh, Kaylee, me, and Holly Chops tonight. No Karen videos. That's a first. No. Usually Karen does most of them.
I know. So I'm like really excited about sharing the automations feature with everybody as well, because that is new and coming to Profit Protector Pro super soon. So we've got like a brilliant sneak peek video of that for you and how it's going to work tonight. And I can't wait.
Absolutely. I almost forgot that. Yeah, we've got automations going in there. There is some automations already built into the custom strategies thing, but this is totally different. This is automations across your entire account. So you can create a custom strategy, or you can use automations with our current strategies, and it can do all kinds of cool stuff. But we're going to talk to you about that in a bit. So make sure you stay tuned, because have we got a screen share video for that, Karen? Or yeah. So we're going to give you a sneak peek into the brand new feature that should be with you. I think we're just testing and bug fixing and stuff at the minute. But what would you say, this month for sure?
Oh yeah, 100%. Absolutely, yeah.
So by the sounds of it, maybe next week, but definitely this month. So real close to automations going in, and we'll show you that tonight. But we're also going to do a load of training videos, like I say. And so we'll play video, come back to chat. We chat a bit, as in you guys with us, ask us any questions, and then we'll do another video, and we'll just keep going until we drop. Go on, Karen, what do you want to say?
No, I think we should start with your profit boost videos.
Okay, so this is a video. I didn't even know we were going to be playing this video. This is a video from ages ago. Two videos from ages ago.
You did.
I don't even remember what was on them now, because I did them ages ago and we didn't play them in a previous session, which would have been months ago. So let's hope they're all right. Are you pressing play on them, Karen, or am I?
Yeah, I don't know which one's which, but yeah, okay, no problems. I will. Let's go profit boost first. So let's do it.
Right. So we'll see you guys shortly. We're going to play the video now, and then we'll come back to chat about it. Hey, so I'm in a demo account right now, so ignore the numbers on here, but what I want to show you is the 30-day Profit Protector Pro Boost and the all-time Profit Protector Pro Boost. So what are these, you ask? I'll tell you right now. So this is additional profit PPP has generated by selling above the buy box. Now, some people get this confused and go, selling above the buy box, you can't really sell above the buy box. And strictly, yeah, I mean, you can sell above the buy box, but it would mean that the person purchasing would have to literally select you as a seller. So we're not saying that Profit Protector Pro is able to kind of, I don't know, do some miracle whereby like we steal the buy box and delete the buy box and reverse it and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not what this is. What it is imagine if there is, say, I don't know, 10 sellers on a listing and they're all selling for $19.99. Okay, so 10 sellers, all $19.99. Right now, you could come in and price at $19.99, and yeah, you might not have an equal share of the buy box, but at some point you're going to get some buy box action by simply being the same price as everybody else. But what Profit Protector Pro aims to do is it aims to fish the buy box. So it uses algorithms to basically give Amazon a nudge to encourage you to get the buy box. And it does that by price changing and a few bits and bobs algorithmically. So, I mean, to even try and explain it and understand it, there's no point. But basically, it uses computer algorithms, intelligent algorithms, to learn a listing. So each listing is literally learned in real time. And as it changes that learning as well. So like Facebook ads with pixels, Profit Protector Pro learns listings. So over time, it gets smarter. And what it does is it fishes the buy box and then it increases the price whilst maintaining the buy box, which in effect drags the price upwards. So actually, you're not losing the buy box, you're increasing the buy box price. Now, this happens because we're able to do this super quick algorithmically, and it drags the price up. So what will actually happen is, say there's 10 sellers on the listing and you're seller number 11, maybe Profit Protector Pro takes the price to $24.99. So you're £5 or $5 more expensive than everybody else. Now you might say, well, you'll lose the buy box the moment you go 1 penny or 1 cent above it, but that's not how it works. It might work if you do that manually. It might work if you do that with rule-based reprices. But with Profit Protector Pro's algorithmic repricing strategies, not all of them, the algorithmic ones, it actually drags the buy box up. So in effect, if the other people are using intelligent algorithmic reprices, they might even go up with you. So increasing the overall price for everybody. But even if they don't, what actually happens is the price increases, Profit Protector Pro increases the price. And then at some point, it will continue to try to algorithmically increase the price, having learned the listing and learning in real time. But at some point, it'll probably lose the buy box. Now, some people go, oh, you've lost the buy box. That's terrible. No, because what it does is it learns where it lost it and it takes that into account next time. And then it tries to fish it again at the higher price. And oftentimes we can get it again. Now, honestly, that is a real bare basic explanation of how it works, but basically it's using software, using intelligent algorithmic, you could even call it artificial intelligence, a very narrow based artificial intelligence, to actually learn the listing and grab the buy box, and then it increases the buy box. So yes, we're not making sales above the buy box. What we're doing is we're making sales above the average buy box. So let's say 10 sellers have been selling on a listing and it's been $19.99 for a month. That we would consider to be the average kind of buy box at that moment in time. It's $19.99. Now, if PPP is able to get you a sale at 21 or 21.56 or 22.37, well, that is profit over and above the average kind of profit that was there before. So those 10 sellers selling at $19.99 for a month, you come in and sell at 21.56. Yes, you dragged the buy box upwards with Profit Protector Pro's algorithmic re-strategy. So we call that the Profit Protector Pro Boost. And when you use our algorithmic strategies in PPP, that figure that we calculate, and I accept that there has to be some guesswork that goes into it. So I'm not saying that we can accurately predict what the buy box should have been and blah, blah, blah. There has to be a certain amount of guesswork, but we do it in a real smart and intelligent way whereby we suggest it's guesswork, but actually it's probably pretty damn accurate. And that goes into these figures here. So all-time Profit Protector Pro Boost is the additional profit PPPs generated by selling above, it should say something like the average buy box or something like that. So in my example, $19.99, and we get you a sale at $23.99. Well, $3.99, that $3.99 extra would have gone into this calculation here. Now, like I say, this is a demo account. These aren't proper figures, but it adds it up. So all time, it adds up how much it's done that. So let's say it does it. Let's say you've got 10 items in stock of one particular SKU. And it sells them, maybe it sells the first one at 8 pence or 8 cents above the buy box or above that average buy box that I talked about. It would add 8 to this figure, 8 cents or 8 pence to this figure. And then maybe the next one, it's able to get you 34 pence or 34 cents more. That would be added to this figure. So hopefully that makes sense. But this is the 30-day Profit Protector Pro Boost. So this is what it's done in the last 30 days, and this is what it's done all time. Now, we only implemented this, I think it was like, I can't remember if it was May 2020 or something like that. So it's not all time since your account started, but it's all time since we put this feature in. I can't remember the exact date. Maybe it's a year or something like that so far, and counting obviously. But this 30-day Profit Protector Pro Boost. Basically, the way we see it is if you use our algorithmic strategies, this doesn't work on our rules-based ones. We do offer rules-based, but if you use our algorithmic strategies and this figure is above the cost of Profit Protector Pro itself, then just in the Profit Protector Pro Boost alone, you are making way more money with us than using any other repricing solution. So something like Amazon's free repricer is fine if you've got a couple of SKUs in there and you want to do a very basic rules-based approach. Cool, turn it on, give it a try, why not? But ultimately, you're not going to get that algorithmic power from something like that. In fact, what I call the dinosaur repricers from yesteryear, they're the same. You don't get the algorithmic boost that Profit Protector Pro gives you. Now, we don't just use any algorithms. We use proprietary algorithms that are only in Profit Protector Pro. So this is not the overall profit that you've made with Profit Protector Pro. This is the overall profit that we consider you've made extra to what you would have made with another, say, excellent repricer. So if you've got, and bear in mind, excellent repricers tend to be in the hundreds of dollars a month. But if you used one of those, an excellent repricing, maybe you're spending $300, $400 a month, maybe even $800 a month for one of these excellent repricers, that would get you X amount of profit. And Profit Protector Pro Boost is getting you additional profit on top of that. So as far as we're concerned, if you're seeing good, healthy figures here, it's a slam dunk. You are literally losing money by not using Profit Protector Pro. So hopefully that gives you a good explanation as to what this is. If you've got any questions though, as previously, just ask them right now and we'll try our best to answer them. Wasn't that microphone good?
You were loud, but you're always loud.
I was allowed.
You are very loud.
Oh, it sounds like a studio quality microphone. This is amazing. It was just in my laptop. It's just like, it wasn't even a cardioid mic. It was just like me chatting. But yeah, okay. So beautiful, Mike says. So basically, that just explains the Profit Protector Pro Boost. The reason we've mentioned that is because we get asked questions on a semi-regular basis about it. So we thought I'd explain it because some people have said you can't sell above the buy box. We're not saying we're doing things differently to how Amazon works. We're not saying that. We're just trying to explain that. Look, I won't go over it again. You guys get the idea. But it's the extra on top of what a normal repricer, a normal good repricer would give you. And it's we don't know of any other repricer that does this. Rules-based repricers don't do it. Amazon's free repricer doesn't do it. And the way that Profit Protector Pro does it is really smart because it learns it and doesn't just lose the buy box and then you're back to square one. You're like, well, I've just lost the buy box. It don't work like that. It fishes a buy box at a higher price. So it's really beautiful. But has anybody got any questions on that or are we good? Shall we keep going?
I think we've got another video on Profit Boost as well, haven't we? Another one that we did. So
let's throw that on then. Shall we do that?
That one, and then we can come back and then answer any questions we've got then. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, sounds good. Right, let's do that. And are you going to click?
I am going to click the video. Okay. Let's do it.
Shortly. See you in a minute. So I thought I'd give you some examples of the Profit Protector Pro Boost actually working for real clients' accounts. Obviously, it's all right me showing you how it works and talking to you in a demo account, but it's better to see screenshots. So this is Luke, a 30-day Profit Protector Pro Boost, £1,000, £1,019.42. Like and like Luke says, boom, and people don't want to pay for a repricer. Absolutely bonkers. Here we go. Look, you can see Hanson here. Let's go. I'm on your heels. He's got £970 in that one. But yeah, this is just real live accounts. You can see these posts in Profit Protector Pro Facebook group. We've not made these up. So these are profits that have been generated over and above what we think that they would have sold for with any other repricer that's not using our algorithms. Here's another one, Radislav. We've got a 30-day boost of 464. So it looks like he was just using it for a little bit longer than a month because his all-time Profit Protector Pro Boost is like a couple of quid more. And then we've got Diane, one of our American users here. 30-day Profit Protector Pro Boost, $1,221. Now, bear in mind, this is not their overall sales, not Diane's overall sales. This is not Diane's extra money she's made by using a repricer. She's got those figures. Those are totally separate to this. This is just extra money that our algorithms have been able to generate for her, which should be all profit, near enough. Being able to generate for her over and above the current average buy box that she was taking on at the time. So basically the ROI on PPP for Diane in this 30-day period is, I don't know, I can't even work it out, but we're talking, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of percent. Maybe it's 1,000%. Maybe somebody smart enough to figure all that stuff out will be able to tell me. But that's like huge. That's 30 days extra money. So literally not using PPP costs you money. Then last one I'm going to show you, Sean Paul Gilbert. He's smashed it. Look at this. All-time Profit Protector Pro Boost, £5,324.30. And just 30 days. It's like Profit Protector Pro is literally paying for itself for about, I don't know, 20 years or whatever, some craziness in like a month. So it literally costs money not to use Profit Protector Pro. So when you're getting suckered in by people promising amazing results from very standard, very basic rules-based repricers. Just take a look at this and have a little think when people say algorithms don't work. Well, this is the algorithm working right here. And as you can see, Sean's super happy. But these are real posts. This is very legit. So yeah. And we're back.
Do you know what I saw the other day? Because obviously that was a little while ago you recorded that.
Yeah, it was May.
Someone posted in Profit Protector Pro group £20,000 profit boost.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
20 grand.
Amazing. Well, I wasn't selectively choosing those. They were just the first ones I could find. And I think they were all around the same time. And as I was making that video, I was just pulling them out and goes like, here's 3, 4. But yeah, I saw that the other day, Karen. 20 grand was his all-time Profit Protector Pro boost. So it's like, so hopefully that like clears up a bit of confusion around what the Profit Protector Pro boost is. It's not your overall profits. You already get your overall profits. You already get your overall sales. Like this, that's extra that PPP drives from the algorithms. Matthew says, not using PPP costs you money. He's quoting me. He's put true, can confirm. So there you go. I mean, absolutely. And Riffit says, my 30-day figure is no longer showing. It disappeared yesterday. The all-time figure is still there. Look at Holly Chop. She's nodding. What you want to say, Holly?
Well, I was about to say that it's based on the last 30 days. So it might be that there isn't a boost. However, I have had somebody in my inbox today saying the same thing, and to have 3 other people there, it makes me think that there might be something that we need to look into. So I'll get on that straight away.
100%. We'll check that out. Like I say, Holly literally is frontline with the devs, so she will literally communicate with them and let them know, and we'll get that checked out, get it fixed up for you. So if your 30-day figure is no longer showing, don't worry, we will get that fixed. It's on your list, isn't it all?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
Look at Jack, $22,000.
There you go. So
Wow.
is that dollars or pounds?
Dollars. It's dollars. Put it above.
So Jack has literally made, by our guesstimations, 22,000 extra in sales by using Profit Protector Pro. Jack, let us know how long roughly you've been using it. Jack, how long have you been using it? But that's amazing. Fantastic. That's unreal.
Wow.
Tom's at £34,000.
See, when I said we're not selectively chose screenshots, Tom and Jack, you guys should post screenshots of that in the PPP group, because honestly, it's so motivational to see that. And anybody that's like umming and ahhing or on the fence about, should I use a repricer? Should I use Amazon's free one? Should I use this rules-based one from somebody else? It's like seeing stuff like that. Well, you don't get that anywhere else. That right there, what Tom said, 34 grand is his all-time boost, which I can only imagine what kind of seller Tom is, because he must be making tons of sales. And 22 grand all-time boost, Jack. That's amazing. Adam says, is over $6,000 in 1.5 years. That's amazing. Again, that's not 6,000 sales. That's not 6,000 profit. That's 6K extra because he chose to use Profit Protector Pro. So for us, it's a no-brainer. And we love when you guys post that stuff, because it's just, I find it inspirational. We love it because we go back to the devs and say, you guys have done such a great job. Look at what the accounts are saying. And they don't look at that stuff. They could see it if they were that way inclined, but they're too busy coding other stuff. But it's nice when people post how happy they are and stuff. But Jack started in June of 2020. So 22K all-time boost in just short of a year and a half-ish, something like that. Amazing. Thanks for sharing, guys. That's awesome. I love to see it. Right. Shall we? I don't assume there's any other questions. Dan, the 30-day boost seems to not be working at the minute. We'll get that fixed up. Not a problem. With priority tomorrow. Tom started March 2021.
Wow.
34 grand extra from March 2021. And to think how little Profit Protector Pro costs you and how much it makes you. And even if you're a brand new seller, if you think, wow, yeah, but I'm not doing massive figures. Look, it makes you a ton of money regardless. It makes you the money that any repricer would. And we would recommend, don't sell on Amazon without a repricer. Do not do it. Even if it's somebody else's repricer, that's cool. You can't resell on Amazon these days without a repricer. But to think that that has driven that much extra sales on top is it's just amazing. Adam says, wow, Tom, you're doing a ton of sales. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Awesome. Love to see you guys succeed. It's amazing. Right. So what's the next video, Karen?
Well, as we're talking about profits and as it's October, I think we should talk about how you can use Profit Protector Pro and what strategies to use through Q4. So Kaylee's done us a great video and just talking about, the different strategies and what they can achieve at different points in Q4. Because obviously, you go through it goes through like a journey, doesn't it? So like the sales getting increasing and then the competition getting like more and then the products potentially coming like less available. So she's done us a video to talk about Q4 strategies, which I think we'll have lots of questions about afterwards. So I think that'd be a great one to do next.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think it's fair to say that some of this will be subjective. So if Kaylee suggests a strategy and you don't agree, or you're using something else, or it don't make sense here, don't worry. This is not a you must do this. It's very much a suggestion if you want some ideas. So I've not watched this video, so I don't know what she's going to say, but I just know that there is no hard and fast. Some people love super aggressive, for example, and some people are like, it's too aggressive. I don't like it. So just take this as an educational, informational nudge, but by all means, don't think you've got to change everything just because we say it in this video. But let's roll the video then, Cameron.
Let's do that. It's just ideas. All just ideas, isn't it? Absolutely. All just ideas. Right. Let's go.
Cool. I can't wait for this. It's going to be great. Q4 strategies. Let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Q4 and strategies. So we would say start Q4 on something like aggressive sales generator or balanced sales accumulator. So these are more sales focused than profit focused. They are pretty aggressive in terms of pursuing that buy box, favoring sales over profit. Balance will work a little bit harder than aggressive sales generator in terms of increasing your profits and will match that buy box where you can. Make sure you keep an eye on what's happening with your listings. As we move closer to Christmas, you might want to consider moving to something more like cautious, so cautious sales enhancer. You'll see here that it's moved to kind of a more equal focus on sales and profit. So as I said, still sales focused and still a bit aggressive in terms of, how its approach, but a little bit more cautious than the other two. This is a good one to be using as demand starts to get slightly higher. This year, obviously, stock levels could be an issue, potential shortages to consider. So the closer we get to Christmas, the more you should be focusing on strategies that are fully kind of profit focused, because your focus should be on maximum profit. Sales are super, super easy the closer you get to Christmas. That demand is there. And as I said, you might even, the demand for stock even more so this year because of the potential shortages. So focus on that profit. Profit becomes even more important, even more king than usual. So you want to be using strategies as we get closer to Christmas that are more and more profit focused. Have a look at our strategies page. Just click strategies on the top of Profit Protector Pro. This strategies explained page will talk you through each strategy. You can see exactly what they focus on and how they work. Have your plan in place and you will have an amazing Q4. Wishing you guys all the best. Any strategies, questions, just ask us. The guys will be more than happy to help you. Back to you guys.
Yeah, so I love that one because she's literally talking about the difference between like when you first start Q4, you want to be quite sales focused. But the closer and closer and closer you get to Christmas and to that cut off of when, the profits like that you can't get your products anymore, you want to be focusing more and more on profit. So because the demand's going to be there anyway. To use an expression Matt uses all the time, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. So it's literally like, that's what you say all the time about Q4. So it's a great way so that you can, make sure you get the most profit you can out of Q4. So just move slightly, potentially. I mean, so you guys have to do what you want to do. This is just a suggestion from us that the closer you get to Christmas, the more you want to focus on profit because the sales are there anyway. Like if you in December, there's so many sales. Focus on that.
You know what the funny thing is though? The opposite happens in the marketplace. So like what people tend to do, they start getting scared and they start dropping the prices, and it's like you're maniacs because like it's going to sell anyway, and you're selling it at a lower price. So obviously you've got to watch it, and it's listing dependent. It's not a cure all, always works every time. But what tends to happen is people drop the prices too soon when they really, and then everything goes mad, and then like they've sold out. It's like you should be trying to get extra profits. What I found interesting, and I will add to this Q4 is going to be the best Q4 ever. This Q4 is going to rock your socks off. The sales on Amazon are going to be horrifically immense, like crazy. We was in a shopping center today, and the shops are dead. Honestly, the shops are dead. You think people aren't going to be buying for Christmas for the kids and the family and stuff? Of course they are. Where's it going to happen this year? More so than every other year before it. Amazon. So you guys that are already selling on Amazon that heeded the advice we were giving months ago, saying like you need to get learning, get your account up and running, get some stock going through it months ago, so you're ready to capitalize on the huge demand and the shortage of supply as well, that's going to drive prices up and the demand crazy this Q4. If you listen to that and you've got your stock in, you're going to do very, very, very well this Q4 because you're right place, right time. You're positioned well. So best Q4 ever coming, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. Nitesh says, can you select all of your inventory and change it to one strategy at a click of a button? So go Hole, you can answer that one.
Yes, absolutely you can. It's at the very top of the inventory page. I don't really know. At this point, I would usually screen share and go, hey, this is how you do it. But yes, you absolutely can. If you need any help, then just reach out to me or the team and we can help you figure that out.
You can change it as well with the default, can't you? So you can go into your settings and change.
Absolutely, you can, yeah.
Your default strategy to whatever it is you want, and then apply your default to your whole inventory, Nitesh. So yeah, you can do that. But as Holly says, it gets that gone.
Yeah. So you can actually use the custom strategies as your default now as well, which is awesome.
Yeah. So you could even build your own strategy, Nitesh, if you wanted to, and then use that as your default, and then set that as your default throughout your inventory if you want to.
Christopher says he's 30 minutes late. It's a private one, so he won't sit in the chat, but he's messaged us 30 minutes late. Will this be archived to watch later? Yes, don't worry, it will be, buddy. As long as it's recorded, as long as the settings were done right. I've not checked them. As long as the settings were done right in Webinar Jam, then yes, it should be recorded. That's our intention anyway.
Yeah.
Technology allowing.
Yeah.
Yes, technology allowing and settings allowing. I want to check now. It used to just do it by default, but they make you click a button now in settings, which is ridiculous. Thanks, Webinar Jam. But yeah, now they don't do it by default, I don't think. So fingers crossed it's been set up right. And yeah, if not, sorry.
It will have been.
If it says it's the bulk select feature, so you can use that too.
Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Next video, what we saying?
I really want to do the automations one, but maybe we should save that for a bit later.
We're going to be revealing the automations, the brand new automations feature for Profit Protector Pro shortly. But no, let's hold them in suspense. They want the first glance on that, but that's not yet.
Okay, so shall we talk about the into the Profit Protector Pro integration with Sunfully, so they can see if they use Sunfully, they can see about where that Profit Protector Pro integration is.
Yeah.
Should we do that one next?
Yeah, let's go for it. Right. See you guys in a second. We'll play a video. We'll come back to chat to answer any questions. See you in a sec.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk through integrating your Profit Protector Pro account with Sunfully. So Sunfully isn't a repricer. It's an amazing software tool that does all of kind of your maths, your figures, the accountancy side of things. But if you have Profit Protector Pro, then this is kind of an extra option for you, and you can integrate the two and do your repricing from within Sunfully. So I'm just going to talk you through exactly what information it kind of gives you and how you can do it. So first of all, you can filter. So you've got all of your usual filter options, which is really, really useful, and also how to sort them as well. And you can search. Then coming down to the products, you've got an image of the product, you've got the title, you've got your click through to Amazon if you want to use that, and your SKU and your ASIN. And as always, if you click on these, you can see they're being copied to your clipboard. Then you've got your tic tac, which shows you your BSR. And then the big circle here with the flag shows you where you are mainly selling that product. And then you've got your other little circles underneath your flags, which is where else the product is available. Then you've got how many is in stock. You've got the buy box price. You've got the low FBA price, how far away from that buy box you currently are. So you can see here €1, for example. You've got your current price, and then you can see here where you've got kind of your editable fields, which are your break-even price, your min, and your max. This obviously is where the repricing from within Sunfully comes in, because these are editable, so you can edit them. You can also change your strategy, so you've got all of your usual strategy options for the amazing algorithmic strategies within Profit Protector Pro. You also have your custom strategies in there as well, so if you've set up custom strategies, they will be showing here and you can select them as well. You've got your toggle on and off, so you can turn on and off the repricing from here. You can make it a favorite, so obviously then when you go to filter your products and you want to look at your favorites, you can add to your favorites here. You can add a note, so add a repricing note, just click save and you'll see how the icon changes to green with a tick to show you that there's been a note added, and you can just click on that and it will show you the note as well. You've also got all of your marketplaces across the top. So I'm viewing all marketplaces at the moment, but you can look at individual marketplaces if you want to. You might want to look at a certain one at a time just to have a more in-depth look. So you can just click exactly the flag that you want up here and it will show you that marketplace. So Sunfully directly talks to Profit Protector Pro. So any changes you make, I've shown you the editable fields here. Any changes you make in here in Sunfully will be reflected within your Profit Protector Pro account. So you can do your repricing straight from here. So that is how Sunfully integrates with Profit Protector Pro. Back to you guys.
That was an awesome little video, wasn't it?
I nearly said thanks, Kaylee, but I forgot she's not here.
Maybe one day she'll be here. Maybe one day we'll invite Kaylee on and let you guys meet her, because yeah, she's great. A great video, really like concise. Told you what you need to know. Awesome, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, sorry, Karen, if you don't know what Sunfully is, it's a new software we've launched into beta. It's free to get onto. It's free for at least, I don't know, the next 45 days, I think it is. But we're working on it. It's open beta, so you can join it, and then it's a real low price when it goes to the recurring. But if it's not perfect, and our definition of MVP perfect, so if it's not where we want it to be and everything we promised it would be, by the end of the 45 days or whatever it is left, we'll extend it again and we'll just keep making it free. So if you're not signed up to Sunfully, reach out to us if you don't know how to do that, and you can always jump on it. But literally, you'll be able to see your profit analytics and stuff and manage your inventory and stuff within Sunfully, but then do the repricing using the power of Profit Protector Pro within Sunfully. And that's what that was showing you. Now, something that might have thrown you off and might have been confusing is the logo that was on that Sunfully then is the Profit Protector Pro logo, which I think we're going to change, because that should be the Sunfully logo. The Profit Protector Pro logo should probably sit somewhere else on the page, so it's not confusing. But that was Sunfully, but it was Sunfully integrated with Profit Protector Pro.
Yeah.
So, any questions that jump out, girls, that you want to answer?
I don't think so. Shannon says, can we get a compact layout like that in PPP to look like that?
I mean, there's an argument for it, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think we can definitely look into it, but we also need to bear in mind that there's a little bit more information in Profit Protector Pro itself than there is over in Sunfully. So I'm sure we can do something like it, though.
Yeah, we can look at it in the future, maybe replacing the tabbed view. In fact, let us know in the chat, guys, who uses the tabbed view. There's a multi-marketplace view, and now it does a good single marketplace view. Or there's the tabbed view. Can you let us know if you use the tabbed view or if you use multi-marketplace in the chat? Let us know, and we'll get a feeling for who's using what. Yeah.
Tony says, can you connect one PPP to more than one Sunfully or the other way around? No, Tony, you can't, because they use MWS keys. So you can only connect one PPP account at the moment to Sunfully, but we are putting in a logout button into Sunfully, so you would be able to use it with two PPP accounts. So it would work that way around, yes. But not yet. because we haven't got the login button in yet, but we will have. It's on the list.
Oh, Shannon used tabs. Tom says, can Sunfully create purchase orders? Not currently, can it? But
no.
But this is more about PPP tonight, not Sunfully. But we're going to add all kinds of stuff like that in, Tom, but it's not in there just yet.
No.
Jack uses multi-view. Yeah, my strong preference is multi-view. I much prefer it, but it's interesting to see who's using tabbed view and who's not. And it's cool, like they're both in there, so you can use what you want, kind of thing. But
we were talking about this today, weren't we?
We was talking about this today, yeah.
I like multi-view, especially when you're just using one marketplace.
Me too.
It's such a lovely.
If you basically primarily sell in one marketplace, so if you're just selling the UK and you're based in the UK, or you're just selling the US and you're based in the US, then having the multi-marketplace view on, but having only one marketplace showing is probably the prettiest way to look at Profit Protector Pro, I'd say. Mohammed says, can PPP be used across 2 business accounts? So if we have 2 Amazon accounts, which we use to sell?
You would need 2 separate PPP accounts, Mohammed, because they connect via MWS key, so each one connects to one Amazon account.
Yeah, so anyone. Right, next video then. What are we going for next?
Well, so the other day, someone said to me that they didn't know Profit Protector Pro had a mobile app.
Oh.
And there was new people that had joined that didn't know there was a mobile app. So we've got a short video running through the mobile app. So let's play that one next.
What's awesome as well, if you looked at the screenshot from the screenshot bit that I did on the video about the Profit Protector Pro Boost, it said along the top, did you notice on the hello bar, it said an app's coming soon?
Yeah.
And it's like, it was coming soon because it got released really soon after that. It must have. So I don't know when it was, but must have been around May this year when it came out. It's been out a while.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you see all my great gifts on those posts as well?
I saw your great gifts.
You have a good gift.
Like Vegas or something, like stuff spinning around and sparkling and all sorts.
It was great. I was quite impressed. I didn't even remember that.
No, I didn't. I was like, I know you're a bit well known for your weird dancing gifts, but like some of them, like I've never seen them before. Right.
So let's talk about the mobile app.
Mobile app, baby. Let's do this. Right, video, and then we'll come back to chat in a second, guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys, in this video I'm going to walk you through the PPP mobile app. So let's start in the top right hand corner. You can select the icon up there and this will allow you to filter through your marketplaces and your different filters. So here you'll see all of the filters that you have on your main PPP desktop, and here you will see all of the marketplaces that you currently have switched on. You can select as many of these as you would like at any one time, but you can only select one of these filters here. You can click on the bin icon and that will set everything back to the way that it was when you first opened PPP. So this will show all products in all marketplaces. Here you can also click expand view. So as you can see, when you toggle this on, you can see your stock, your current price, your break even, your min, your max. You have the ability to switch the ASIN on and off, and you can also select your strategy. Once you've changed an ASIN, anything about it, so whether it's min, whether it's max, whether it's the strategy, you will be asked to save or cancel. So let's click save here. And then also you can toggle off the expanded view, and this will allow you to look at more ASINs in what is quite a small space on your phone screen. I like to have it in the expanded view, so I'm going to keep it that way for this video. You also have the ability to search. So let's say, for example, that you have some products that are Lego. This will then bring up all of the products that you have that keyword in. You can also search an ASIN on here, and that will work as well. up in the top left hand corner you have the settings. So this is just where you have your email address, your first name and your last name, should you need to change anything in there. And then there is also the log out button at the top, just in case you would like to log out after each use. As you saw before, this is where you can change your mins and maxes. So let's say that we want the minimum to be $3.50 on here and we want to bump it up to $8.99. We can do that. And if we want to change the strategy, we can also do that as well. So let's pick Dynamic Profit Builder, and then we would click save. Now let's say that we don't click save and we scroll all the way down here and we then try to edit another ASIN. This is where it's going to tell you that you need to decide whether or not you want to save your previous. So it will give the option to save previous or go back to previous or cancel. So we're going to click save previous, and then it will then allow us to actually edit this SKU here. And we're going to go for $3.50 again, very cheap for this item, and then we'll put $13.99 here, and then we're going to select a strategy, click save and switch it on. As you can see here, if you attempt to turn an ASIN on when there are no mins and maxes, it's going to tell you that it can't do that. You have to have a minimum and a maximum to allow us to actually reprice for you. So if you do see this message, it's not broken, we just need to enter in the mins and the maxes. If you click on the title, then it will bring up the full title. So obviously sometimes on Amazon, some products will have some really long titles, and we of course can't fit all of it on the screen. So we thought it would be a great idea to allow you to see the full title should you need to. That's all for this video. If you have any questions, then obviously let Matt and Karen know in the webinar, and I will also be in the comments ready to help you. Have a great night, guys. Thank you.
So that was interesting. When Holly made that video, she didn't know she was going to be on the webinar, did she? Have you seen that? Yeah, you've seen the comments from David about the owl in the background.
I was sat in the garden whilst I was filming it, but there was a really noisy pigeon in the tree.
Yeah, it proper sounded like you're in the countryside on that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's pigeons everywhere around here.
So no one's got any questions on the mobile app, which must mean everybody we've got here tonight is using it and is getting on well and has got no questions on it. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so basically, native mobile app. You can what we like to coin the phrase. You can reprice from the beach, the bedroom, or the boardroom. Wherever you are, you can tweak the prices. So if you've not got the mobile app, you should definitely grab it. It's free to all Profit Protector Pro customers, and you can basically just download it. It links to your account, and you can do what you saw there anywhere you are. So right now, you want to tweak something, go and check it and tweak it. It's all good. And it's not like one of these weird, like mobile responsive websites that actually don't work very well and they're like pinching and zooming and clicking weird stuff. No, it's built for phones. It's built for phones. I mean, don't quote me on it, although I'm pretty sure I've said it in the past. I believe it is the first ever repricing mobile app. I don't know if there's somebody else, but regardless, like I think we were the first. If not, we're one of very few because we don't know of any others. But Donna says, I love the app. Nice one, Donna. Thank you. Paul says PPP Mobile is fantastic with a cool glasses face. Riffit says it works great. Yeah. So for anybody interested, the same devs that built this app are building Buybot Go, which is the new retail arbitrage app to replace Buybot Pro Mobile, if that all makes sense. So you're a Buybot Pro user with the desktop Chrome extension, but you've been frustrated with the mobile app. Well, the devs that built this, and you can see there it works great, if it says, the devs that built this are building Buybot Go. So they are that close. Like if you've got Buybot Pro and you want to jump on the Buybot Go beta, reach out to us, info@buybotpros.com, and we'll add you to the beta. It's very, very close anyway. It's going to be days until it's out now, but you can jump on and see how polished and I just saw an update get pushed tonight. Did you see it,
Yeah, it's ready for testing tomorrow.
Yeah, so an update even went live whilst we've been on it. So like literally the devs are last stages of getting this out. In fact, they thought it was ready 2 weeks ago, and we keep bouncing it back to them. And no, what about this tweak, and what about that, and what about this? And we just keep going because we don't want a buggy app. We want you guys to feel just as good about BuyBot Go as you do about Profit Protector Pro Mobile.
Did you see Kay's question?
I purposely carried on talking with the intention of coming back to it. So feel free to jump on it. I'll read it out and answer it.
So Kay says, where do you get the mobile app from? And you can get it in the App Store for iOS or the Play Store for Android. And I can send you over a link if you're struggling to find it. But you can literally just type PPP in and it still comes up. So
what, the letter PPP?
Mm-hmm.
3 Ps and it comes up.
3 Ps and it comes up.
Okay, so type 3 Ps into Android Play Store or
the App Store.
App Store, iOS App Store, and it should be there.
Or
Interestingly enough,
or I can send you a link. That's okay too.
Interestingly enough, if you guys love the Profit Protector Pro app, a big part of the reason why you love it is sat over there, Holly Chops over there. So Holly Chops, me and Karen, we were sat down expecting like a good few hours slog in to try and wireframe the UI and get it all like planned out and stuff. And I was like, this is going to be tough. I think it was afternoon. I'm not sure if I'd had a Monster energy drink. I think I was flagging. I'm like, this isn't going to be good. And I think Karen was probably thinking she was in for a session as well. We was up for it, but we thought we were in for a session. And Ollie was like, no, I think it should be made like this, 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 and this. She drew it on a whiteboard. And we were like, perfect. And then Holly worked with the devs, basically built that. So what you see there, if you love it, old Ollie Chops over there. She kind of built it with the devs, didn't she, Karen?
Absolutely, 100%. She did an amazing job. Absolutely amazing job. It's a brilliant app. Yeah.
So if you love it, Ollie Chops and the devs are to thank because they did a great job.
And if you don't like it, then blame Matt.
How did I know that was coming? That's basically how it goes around here. Any problems? Oh, it's Matt's fault. Matt messes around too much. But yeah. So,
Adam says there are a couple of fields on the web that aren't displaying on the mobile. For example, he'd like to see lowest FBA price. Is there a way to display that on the mobile? Yeah, probably, Adam. I think, send us an email at info@profitprotectorpro.com. Let us know exactly what it is you want to see in the mobile app that isn't there. And then once the devs are finished by BuyBot Go, we can get them back on Profit Protector Pro app and add in some bits and whatever it is that we think should be in there. So yeah, let us know what you think should be there and we'll do our best to make it happen. Yeah.
Did you want to add something to that, Hol? I feel like you got some insider information or something.
No, I was just going to say, I've actually got a list of updates that we want to do to the PPP app. But obviously, because the guys are working so hard on BuyBot Go, I can't pull them off of that yet and say, just pop these few things in there. So it is coming and we will try and get as much information in there as we possibly can. But just right now, the developers have got to concentrate on BuyBot Go.
Yeah, from what I understand, and I might have this wrong, but from what I understand, Ollie, you'll know better than me. Profit Protector Pro apps are basically bug free. We don't know if there's any bugs, we're unaware of them, and that's very rare for any software. There's always bugs with software. There's always something. We don't know of any with PPP, so it's rock solid. So we've basically just left it rock solid and not tweaked it for a while whilst we build BuyBot Go. But it's coming to a time when PPP will get its run again, and we can add that stuff. So that's good feedback, Adam. Thanks a lot.
Donna says that she stopped using BuyBot Pro app because she found it glitchy. Yeah, it was a bit glitchy, wasn't it, Donna? So if you reach out to us at info@buybotpro.com and let us know if you're iOS or Android, Holly will get you set up on BuyBot Go and you're going to love it.
Yeah, but go on, Holly.
We'll also need the email that's connected with your Apple ID or your Play Store account because we can't do it with your BuyBot Pro email. If they're a bit different, then we need to know that too.
Okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Yeah, Donna, the BuyBot Pro mobile app, I think it's like the 4th rebuild of it that we've done or something. It's cost us a load of money. It's taken a load of time. We've kissed a lot of frogs on the dev side of things. And ultimately, like I say, this time around, like it's going to be right. Like Buybot Go, we've even renamed it because we're like, we don't want anything to do with Buybot Pro Mobile. That's yesterday's news. We've even renamed it, but the same devs are on both, and it is getting very clean now. The people that are using it are like saying this is really, really good. Like barely any bugs, barely any issues with it. We just don't want any issues. We want it to get so clean. That's why we're saying, look, if you want to reach out to us and jump on the beta, you're more than welcome to. It's free, don't cost you any more. We definitely don't want you using Buybot Pro Mobile anymore. I can't wait until we just delete that, like get rid of it. But you can jump on the beta of Buybot Go now, or you can wait a few days, a week or two, whatever it ends up being, for a very clean app, and that's only going to get better as well.
Yeah.
So Matt, I think you're pointing the wrong places. I think you're pointing to me and talking about Holly.
Come on. It's on my screen. On my screen, Ollie, you're next to me, Karen, and Ollie's next to you. So you're in the middle.
That's how it is on mine as well, but I don't think it is for everybody else.
No. Oh, so I keep pointing that way. So, but Ollie's that way, is she? Okay.
Apparently so.
Thanks, Tim, and whoever said it. Kay said, Donna, the Buybot Go app is so much better. Love using it now. That's great. That's great. And it's only going to get better, Kay. This team we've got on it now, we've kissed the frogs. We've been through the hard bit. We were like, Jesus Christ, why is like building apps so much harder? But that's all part of the learning curve. The team we've got now on it is like, so hopefully you'll continue to see that progression. And Holly and the team are doing a great job. Again, Ollie's very, very much to do with the Buybot Go mobile app.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, she is. So Steve's hoping that we're here with a promo offer for Profit Protector Pro. Steve, we don't have a promo offer for you, I'm sorry, but we do have to tell you that the price is probably going to go up in a not too distant future. Yeah. So today, Profit Protector Pro is as cheap as it's going to be.
Yeah, so
it's never going to be.
Yeah, you won't find a discount code that takes it below today's current price for everybody. But what we do say is we grandfather in prices. So we reward loyalty, we reward the early adopters. So the sooner you buy our stuff, the less you pay. That's just basically how we've always done the software, and we've no reason or thoughts we're going to change that. So we can definitely say that the current price for Profit let me try again. For PPP is the cheapest you'll ever see it. So feel reassured that you're not getting ripped off. There's no coupon codes out there that's going to drop the price that you don't know about. There is no codes. The price on the website is the price you pay. But if you pay that price, then you'll never pay any more, even if we put the price up. And like Karen says, it's not an if, it's a when. We are putting the prices up, and it might even happen in 2021. So it's probably going to happen sometime soon. So the price will go up, but it won't go up for you guys. Anybody that's a current customer, you'll pay the same price you're paying now every month for life until you cancel. So we look after you. We look after you. Paul says, can I get in on the BB Go beta? Absolutely, Paul. What does he have to do again, Ol?
So just email us on info@buybotpro.com and let us know if you're iOS or Android. And we'll also need to know the email attached with either your Apple ID or your Google Play Store.
Ooh, there you go. So that's cool. But it'll be rolling out soon anyway to everybody. But yeah, you can get on the beta. It's honestly, it's 100 times better than the previous Buybot Pro mobile app. And we're not finished. We're not finished glossing it up and tweaking it and making it perfect. And we'll never be finished. We're going to have a full-time team. This team that's building it now will be full-time on it forever until they leave us and we have to replace them with somebody else. So they'll be on this and PPP mobile app basically forever.
I just want to respond to Tim's suggestion to either open the Amazon site or BBP app and to be able to highlight text and copy and paste. You can actually do all of these things in the Buybot Go mobile app. So we can definitely put that function over on PPP as well. So we'll do that.
Cool. I hope you're making a list, They've got some lists. They've got some stuff for you. Yeah, no, great feedback. Right, are we going to move into another video, or is there any other comments you want to grab just before?
I think Steve might want to get on the BuyBot Go one as well, mightn't he? So Steve, send us an email, like Holly said, info@buybotpro.com, and we'll get you on BuyBot Go so you don't have any more issues with BuyBot Pro Mobile. Yeah,
BuyBot Pro Mobile. Rubbish. Get rid. Time to get on BuyBot Go. Even though it's beta, the beta of BuyBot Go is 100 times better than the release of BuyBot Pro Mobile. But it's all a learning curve. And at the end of the day, it was a free edition. We added it as a free app. And that, we're not okay with that. It's not like we're saying, well, it's free, you should accept it being buggy. That's why we've literally, how many times have we rebuilt it? Is this the fourth or fifth rebuild?
It's the fourth lot of devs, but the third rebuild, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the third one.
So we've been through 4 teams of devs to get the current devs, and we've rebuilt it multiple times over the last couple of years. And yeah, been very painful for us. And we apologize for any inconvenience, but it was a free edition. So you guys didn't have to pay any extra for it or anything like that. But we're not okay with that. We're not okay with saying, oh, our BuyBot Pro Mobile is all right because it's free. No, it weren't good enough. So we want to provide the best service, the best software ever. So that's why we've just gone again. And this time we're going to get it very, very right. And it's going to, BuyBot Go, I'm going to say it right now, BuyBot Go is going to be the best retail arbitrage app in the world, hands down. I'm not saying for release, maybe that's next week or whatever. I'm saying that our intention is to make it the most feature-packed, most efficient, most powerful retail arbitrage app in the world. We're not going to stop until that happens. So if there's some features that you like of this one and some features you like of that one, feel free to feed them back to us and we'll prioritize and build the best app in the universe. And it'll be free to you as a BuyBot Pro user.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we will.
So, video time, is it?
Yeah, can we do the automations now? I've been like wanting to do it for like the last hour.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we do it? Can we share it?
All right, we're gonna give you a sneak peek video on the brand new automations feature that is going in. What are we saying next week?
Yeah, I would just like to send it out to a small group of testers first.
Okay, so we're going to test the latest build of it first, and then...
I do just want to say, I don't know whether the videos were made with the intention of custom strategies going first. It might not matter very much.
Okay,
but...
all right, we'll do it in that order then. We'll do custom strategies first, and then we'll do automations then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, right. Custom strategies, then we'll give you the automations feature.
Okay.
Right. See you guys in a second.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk you through custom strategies. So you'll find custom strategies as an option on the top menu when you're in your Profit Protector Pro account. So there are thousands of scenarios, circumstances, actions that have to be inbuilt within strategies. So this is a feature, the custom strategies feature, that allows you to create your own strategy and kind of guide you through that process to make it really simple for you as the customer to create your own strategy. So as I said, just click on custom strategies at the top and then this page will open. You'll see here a list of the strategies that you've created. You have the strategy name. These arrows allow you to sort them as well. You've got the description. You've got your last edited date. Then you've got a toggle for whether it's active. So this basically means, is it showing in the list of strategies when you go to reprice and you click on that arrow to bring up your possible strategies, whether that's the algorithmic strategies or these custom strategies. This toggle determines whether this custom strategy specifically is available within that list. Then you've got an information button. Now, if you click on the information, it will basically show you how you've set up that strategy. And then you've got your edit button. So once you've saved a strategy, you can always go in and edit it. And then of course you've got your delete button as well. Now, to create one, just click on new custom strategy and straight away Profit Protector Pro will launch this wizard and it will talk you through kind of different questions to determine how you want to create that strategy, as I mentioned earlier. So the information that Profit Protector Pro needs to know in order to build your strategy. So question 1, what fulfillment method do you wish to compete with? Now, it's always worth remembering that you've got your question marks here. Now, when you hover over the question mark, like the tooltips with all of the other features, it kind of gives you a bit of information, a bit more detail as to what information it needs and what the kind of the question means if you're a bit stuck. So what fulfillment method do you wish to compete with? So you might only want to compete with FBA sellers or MF sellers, one or the other, or maybe you want to compete with all sellers. If there's both FBA and MF on the listing, do you want Profit Protector Pro to compete with both, or just FBA or just MF? So I'm going to choose FBA, and then I'll click next, and it'll take me on to the second question. Again, if you hover over the question mark, it'll give you a bit of more information. So what condition do you wish to compete with? So you've got all conditions, you've got new, most of you will probably be selling new products, so you'd click new, but you might not be, so you've got all the other options here, and obviously used is split into multiple kind of categories within that. So you can choose more than one toggle, because you might be in more than one category. If it's used goods, you can see they turn in different colours, so you can kind of toggle them on and off. So I'm going to go use good, use very good, and use like new, and then just click next. Question 3, what should Profit Protector Pro do in this scenario? So there is no buy box, and there are other sellers with the selective fulfillment method and conditions. So you need to think about what you want Profit Protector Pro do. So you could say, go to max, for example. You might want it to match other sellers, low price, FBA or MF. So you can see here, for example, if I'm saying low price, you've got FBA, MF, you've got mid price, FBA, MF, and you've got other sellers, high price, FBA or MF. So it's of the same condition, don't forget as well. Or you can say that in terms of currency, you want to go a certain amount over break even, and then if that's the case, how much by? So you could say, let's go $5 or £5. You can choose to go over other sellers, low price, mid price, high price. So let's say I am going to match other sellers, let's say mid price, FBA as well. Then we've got question 4. So what should Profit Protector Pro do in this scenario? So there is no buy box, and there are no other sellers with selective fulfillment method and condition. So a suppressed buy box, what do we want to do? You could go to max and leave it there for a while, maybe change it later if other sellers come onto the listing. So you could start there, for example. And then you've got all of the other options that you had in the previous question. So I'm going to say go to max. And then another scenario. So there now is a buy box, and there are other sellers with the selective fulfillment method and condition. So now we have competition. So what do you want Profit Protector Pro to do in this scenario? So you could match the buy box, for example. You could match another seller's low price. You've got lots of options here, and so just think about the different scenarios. I'm going to say I want to match the buy box, because obviously now we have a buy box. And move on to the next question. So there is a buy box, but there are no other sellers with the selective fulfillment method and condition. So you could go to max because you're potentially the only FBA seller. Or if we think that buy box is now with an MF seller, obviously I'm assuming that we're FBA, you could go a certain amount over that buy box. And if you select these, as before, the box will then change and you can input your currency. So I'm going to say £5 over that buy box. Question 7, you have the buy box. What repricing action do you want to take? So good news, you've got the buy box, and what do you want Profit Protector Pro to do? So you've got all sorts of options here. You can go to min, you can go to max, you can switch your strategy, you could match the buy box, probably not. You've got your pounds or dollars or whatever currency. Again, you've got your percentage, or you can do nothing. So I'm going to say go to min. And then you'll see it comes to the end of custom strategies, and we've moved on to automations. Now, automations will be separate, and I've got another video to show you what that will be like when it goes live. We are going to split them out, so custom strategies and automations will be separate. Strategies built that include automations already will still be there, so don't worry about that. Just want to make it possible for you to be able to apply an automation to any strategy and not just custom ones. So obviously once that new separate automations has gone live, answering question 7 would be the end of your custom strategy. You would then be able to name it, add the description, and then save it, and then it will show in your list of custom strategies. the automations will all be separate. Back to you guys.
That caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting that. She just like, back to you guys. I'm like, oh, it's me. Yeah, she caught me then.
So Tony wants to know, could Prime be set as a compete category in addition to FBA and FBM?
So I don't actually think that we can. I need to definitely look into it with the developers, but I don't think that in the reports that Amazon are quite that specific.
No, that was my gut feeling. When I read Tony's question, I was like, I don't think we get told that. I don't think we can find that information out.
They're very selective about what they tell us, and sometimes they're not. It's not that helpful what they do tell us. So
there are literally so many things we would love to put into Profit Protector Pro and BuyBot Pro, that not so much BuyBot Pro because we can get away with more with BuyBot Pro, but certainly with Profit Protector Pro, because we have to stick by Amazon's rules, because we have like developer keys with Amazon. There's a set of rules that we have to stick by, and we're very hot on making sure that we apply all those rules appropriately and everything else. So there's loads of things that we'd love to do, but Amazon won't let us do because of the fact that we have these keys. So, and I think we have to rely on Amazon's API and what information they give us. And I don't know if that's in there, but Tony, we'll have a look.
Yeah, we will.
We'll definitely have a look.
Right. Are we going to roll into the automations one then?
Finally, I get to play the video I want. Yay!
So this is a sneak peek of version 2 of automations, which is, I don't know if we've called it version 2 in this, but that was version 1, which was just tagged onto the end of custom strategies. This is version 2. This is as it coming really soon. So this is, I don't know, week 2. I don't know. Hopefully October for sure. I would
definitely October. I'd say a week away.
Okay, cool. Right, lovely. Let's see it then.
Let's do it.
Big reveal.
Okay, so automations. So as you may have heard, we will be splitting custom strategies and automations. So they are 2 separate features. So once that goes live, this is what the automations feature will look like. And the first page you'll see is similar to custom strategies in that you have the automation name and you can sort by that as well. You've got the description, you've got the last edited date, whether it's active, so you can turn that on and off, whether that's an option for you to use, and then you can edit or you can delete it. So when you come to create a new one, just click new automation, and then you can choose your automation setup method. So you've got wizard, which you'll be used to seeing if you have set up custom strategies, because the wizard is what's on there, and then you've got flow. So the main difference is that with the wizard, you have the question and you can kind of see all your options there for your answers, and you would click on a button and then it would move you on to the next question. And then the flow is kind of, you're more setting up yourself. So you'll have condition 1, it will have a drop down. So after the automation has been active for however many days, weeks, months, it could be when seller numbers increase to whatever amount, when seller numbers decrease to whatever amount. The options are the same. So for question 1, for example, you have all of these options here, and those options are what you would see if you click on that first drop down there. So you're inputting the same information, it's just giving you an option of how you input that information. Everyone works differently, so it's good to have the 2 different options. So I'm going to go with the wizard. So question 1, what should happen for the automation to activate? So I'm going to go with the first example. So after it's been active for a certain amount of time, and I'm going to say 3 months. So when you click on there, it will then give you the option to input that, and just click on next. So after 3 months, then what action would you like to take? So I'm going to say after 3 months, I want to switch my strategy. I want to go FBA algorithmic strategy, and I want to change it to balanced sales accumulator. And then do you want to add another condition to this automation? So you might say no, and then that would be that automation complete. So after 3 months, you want to switch to balanced sales accumulator strategy. But I'm going to just add some more, and I'll show you some more examples. So I want to add another condition, and I want to say you've got when seller numbers increase or decrease, you've got when stock falls below a certain amount, when you've had no sales for a certain amount of time, if your buy box goes below minimum, or if your buy box goes above maximum. So I'm going to say when sellers increase to a certain amount, and then obviously it will ask you to input that amount. So I'm going to put 10. So when the seller numbers increase to 10, then obviously Profit Protector Pro is going to ask you what action would you like it to take. So when it hits 10 sellers, I want to then go to my maximum, and that's that. Again, you could end it here and say, yep, that's all I want to be on the automation. I'm going to say yes and just show you another option. So let's say I want to kind of, once I get to a certain amount, I want to just sell through that product. So I want to delete the listing. So when stock falls below 3, for example, obviously then Profit Protector Pro will ask what action you'd like it to take. So when stock gets to 3, I want to switch my strategy and I want to go to super aggressive dominator, and that's me done. So no, I don't want to add another. And then as before, it will ask you to name your automation. So I'm just going to call it training automation. In the description, it has added what I've asked it to do. So you'll see here, so after automation has been active for 3 months, switch strategy to balance sales accumulator. When seller numbers increase to 10, go to max. And when stock falls below 3, switch the strategy to super aggressive dominator. And then you would just click save. It's save the automation. You can see the name, the description here, the last edited date, and then you've got your toggle to turn it on and off, and you've got your edit and your delete. And that is what the automations will look like when it is a brand new feature separate from custom strategy. So once it goes live, this is what automations will appear like. Back to you guys.
Awesome. Amazing.
Love that feature. That feature is going to be so big. So
Yeah.
really game changing, because something Kaylee didn't show you, actually I can just talk about just for a second, is, you know, on your main Profit Protector Pro page where you choose your strategy, just under that, and it's probably not there yet, which is why she didn't show you. So just under that, there will be an option to choose your automation. So you'll be able to choose your strategy and add whatever automation you want on a per ASIN basis if you want to do that. And you literally go through your account adding it like that. So it's just going to be like game changing. Massive for Profit Pro.
It only just went live tonight on our account with the bit on the actual screen, so she couldn't show it before. I've just got it up on mine, but like I don't know whether I should.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We can save it. We can save it because when we announce the feature, we can make a bigger deal out of that. So it'd be cool. But yeah, Justin says, "Wow, big game changer. That's awesome." Ginny says, "That's awesome."
Yep.
Tom says, "Can the program distinguish between no sales for X weeks and no sales due to a stock outage?"
I think it can, but I wouldn't like to say yes, absolutely it can before I check it, because I think that it can, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it can.
Matthew says, idea about automation. Would it be possible to add when this happens, raise min max price by X? I think that's what it does, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's already built in, Matthew. So yes, absolutely. That's one of the functions that you'll be able to do. You'll be able to set it up how you want, basically. Matt says, that's not this Matt, it's a different Matt, says, wow, that is the cat's pajamas. What does that mean?
I think that must mean really good.
How about that? Let's hope so. I've never heard that saying before, but I like it. It's good. Belinda said that's really great. Tom says, read my previous question. This was a problem we had with the previous repricer. So yeah, we believe so, Tom, but we'll have to check. It's all very new to us as well. Elaine says American slang for great. So, cat's pajamas. Okay. Yeah, we say mutts nuts. Is that bad? Can I not say that?
You just said that. I think you probably could have gone with the bee's knees.
Oh, yeah, bee's knees. Matt said it's it's a polite way of saying the dog's bees. I think I just said the polite way of saying the dog's bees. Can I?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But it's such a good feature. I'm so excited about it. It really is going to be like so good.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Good. Steve lolling. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, we're really super proud and excited about rolling this out to you guys, because this probably signals the last of the big features we considered to be essential to get PPP where we wanted it to be. Now, we'll obviously add new big features and new smaller features and lots of tweaks and stuff. But we've cleared up the list of what we consider to be our must-haves. And some of the features that will come, probably won't be next because there's lots of other stuff we want to do. But some of the features we've got coming next, and I mean, don't think next, but like in the next sprint, if you like, are world's first game-changing stuff that nobody's even thought of doing, never mind would try to code. So one, they've not even thought of it, not even imagined it, never mind tried to actually implement it because they can't even imagine it. So there's just one specific feature that I'm talking about that is going to blow you guys away. And now we've done this, we're going to go into a period of consolidation, of shoring things up, doing some tweaks and fixes and changing UIs. And we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff we've been wanting to do after we've got the big features out of the way. But then we're going to roll out some amazing stuff. This next year is where PPP goes next level. So we're already, I think, the only Chrome extension in the universe the only repricer in the universe with a Chrome extension. We definitely invented it. We're the only one that we're aware of, at least the first one that we're aware of with an actual native app for Android and iOS. We're the only one with like the Profit Protector Pro Boost feature and a whole bunch of other stuff that's slipped my mind. But this new stuff, honestly, wait till you see it. Wait till you see what we got planned for 2022. So we're not going to stop developing. These developers are full-time, but like we're going to do a few bits and then we're going to roll out some massive features. Anthony says you guys are amazing. Cheers, Anthony. Appreciate the kind words. We genuinely do.
Do you know what else I'm looking forward to doing this year? Is like the UI changes that we're going to do. So I'm really looking forward to doing those. And I think everyone will love those.
We're going to do a lot of stuff now that will make the user experience better, the user interface better. Any bugs that we've got that are lingering that might be for one user out of our many users, we just like fix those and just we're going to go into a period of really shoring things up and speeding things up, upgrading servers and doing a lot of stuff we've been wanting to do for a while, but we've been focusing on features. And then we got some big boy features coming soon after, which I would predict early next year for the big boys. But yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about, you guys, when I say the big feature?
Well, I've got a couple in mind, but I'm not sure I know exactly what you're talking about. But okay. I do know that we have a feature list of ideas it's probably got, I don't know, 60 things on it.
Yeah.
So, say that again.
Maybe more.
Yeah. So there's so much we want to bring to PPP still. So many ideas we've come up with of things we want to implement. Honestly, it could be any one of those ones on that list.
Yeah. Well, after automations, we get to knock off some of those smaller things don't we, on the list. So that's what we're excited about as well. So when I say it makes it sound like we're not going to keep pushing forward, we really are. But we're going to get to some of the list, basically. We're going to get through some of the list before we move forward with a big feature. But no, we have spoken about it before, but I don't think you know the one I'm talking about. But we've got a few corkers, but there's one.
I don't know the one that you mean. And I was literally just thinking, I can't wait to talk to you after this webinar.
Oh my God, this one's big because everything we've done so far, it's not been done by others, but some people have maybe done some version of it or whatever on a lot of it, not all of it, but on a lot of it. But this one, nobody's done. Nobody would dare to do it. And we're going to do it, and it'll be free and included for you guys with a PPP subscription. And you, like we say, your grandfather and your price. So when we put the price up, and we are going to put the prices up soon, our intention is once automations goes in, prices going up, your price won't go up. So whatever you paid now, you'll pay forever until you cancel. So don't worry about prices going up. It's only for new people, but they miss out because they didn't get in early enough.
Yeah. So Elaine says that she's struggling with getting CSV to override prices in Seller Central. Don't quite get that unless she means into PPP, because we don't change the prices in Seller Central.
Yeah, no, I don't know if she means the mins and maxes that she's already inputted into Seller Central, but we don't override those.
No, well, we can't. Amazon don't let us. We don't have the ability to do that. So, yeah, so it's not something we can do, Elaine. But if I'm misunderstanding what you're asking us, then please either ask us again or send us an email, info@profitprotectorpro.com, and we will have a look at it and see if there's anything that we can do to help. But yeah, if you're hoping that we can change the prices in Seller Central, unfortunately we can't. We don't have the power. I wish we did.
Mike said, brilliant, love that you're bigging it up and the ladies have not an idea what you're talking about. The suspense is immense. Yeah, I think the suspense is immense just for Ollie, but and probably Karen, never mind you guys, so now that's cool. Now, they'll go, oh, that one, when I say it after. But
yeah, we've come up with so many great ideas and stuff we want to do in the future, so...
Oh, yeah, big time. Oh, yeah, it's a massive list of amazing stuff, but I've just got one in mind that we have spoke about before. You'll go, yeah, I remember. And it's like, that one is going to change the game. I don't know if it'll be the next big feature we put in, but that one I'm super excited about. And I usually have my finger on the pulse as to how well a feature is going to be received. Usually, would you say I usually get it right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bang on. Like some of the team, huh?
Even if you say so yourself.
Yeah, sorry, I know, modest, but honestly, I got my finger on the pulse as to what you guys are going to like, and this one, you're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to be like, emoji. Dave, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Okay, I was going to say, Steve says, have we found a way to kick Amazon off a listing? Yeah, we have. Super aggressive dominator boots Amazon's backside quite a lot, doesn't it? It's an amazing strategy. Yeah,
it can do. I think we referred to it as the bunker buster, because if sometimes, I mean, Amazon share the buy box a lot more than most sellers realize that they do. Most sellers, like not most sellers, but a lot of sellers won't even sell a product that Amazon's selling because they're so scared of Amazon selling it. But if you're going to sell anything that's relatively fast selling, you're going to be on a listing probably at some point with Amazon, because all but the slowest sellers, they're going to stock probably at a lot of points. So you're going to have to compete with them. And yeah, on some listings, they don't like to give up the buy box. And there's not much you can do manually to get the buy box off them. But with the bunker buster, usually, algorithmically, we can take the buy box. Can't say always, because there'll always be some example where we can't. But I think there's some button that someone presses at Amazon and says, don't give any sellers this. We're having this listing. This is ours. This is what we're selling. And we're selling out until they get a chance. But we can usually do some stuff and take it. So, yeah. But no, we can't kick them off the listing. But we can often take the buy box, even when they don't want to give it up.
So David says, is there an opening for new subscribers? Yeah, absolutely, David. Go to profitprotectorpro.com and there you will find everything you need.
Was you going to say go to ppp.com?
I
don't even...
I type that in all the time.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I mean, I don't know what's there, but it's definitely not our site. No, profitprotectorpro.com, all one word, and you can sign up and you can lock in that price, so your grandfather in it forevermore. And when we put the prices up, your price will stay as low as it is right now, which is really competitive against other reprices. We don't like, we've got a motto really, or something I've seen somebody say. The cheapest is not usually the best, and the best is not usually the cheapest. We have no intention of being the cheapest repricer out there. And amongst repricers with our feature set, we are the cheapest repricer out there. I don't think there's any repricer that comes close on price that's got our functionality and our feature set and how powerful it is and the results you get. So the way we figure it is, look, they're all charging a lot more for a lot less. And we've always been competitive on our price, but for the work and time and effort and cost that we put into this, we've got to put our prices up. our server bill for Profit Protector Pro is 6 figures. I think people don't realize that. Some of the people that are building repricers are running their servers and they're costing like $500 a month or something like that. Our server bill is 6 figures per year. So that's 100 grand plus for our server bill. There ain't many people willing to invest that when they're only charging as little as we're charging per month. Basically, it's a steal. We know it is. The results speak for themselves. They're amazing, so the price will be going up, but not to you guys. We'll lock the price in, grandfather it in forever. But there's no contract. You can come and go as you please. But if you go and come back, you'll pay the new current price. But if you stay, you get the same price and you get grandfathered in forever.
Yes, absolutely.
Tim says, give us a clue. I can't give you a clue. All I'll say, I'm going to give you a clue.
Give us all a clue.
You won't get it. We are taking AI from a user's...
Oh.
There we go. Pennies dropped.
I know now.
We're going to take AI from the user's point of view. So not strategies like we've got now. From the user's point of view, we're going to take AI to the next level.
Yeah.
Nobody else has done this ever in the history of reprice. And that's not me saying, well, I don't think anyone has. Like I have to say with the apps, because who knows if some weird, rare repricing nobody knows about has gone app somewhere. I don't know. But this is not, because like we invented this. It's straight out of our brain boxes. And when this is in there, it's gonna be a real, it's gonna be one of them that nobody copies. That's the beauty of it. Like a lot of features people copy. This is going to be one of those that nobody even bothers to try. So just watch this space. That's all I can say. Sorry, that's a bit mysterious, but they got it. You got it, didn't you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's not the accountancy add-on though.
Can I just answer Elaine?
Yeah.
Elaine said, I'll send an email as I was told by support that it would. I think there might just be a little bit of confusion there. So I think what support are trying to tell you is that we override to the extent of Amazon won't use the min and max that you've put in Seller Central and they use our min and max, but it won't physically override the min and max and re-enter numbers into your Seller Central, if that makes sense.
So we can't override one of those. Amazon puts that kind of trip feature in to prevent you from repricing things to stupid prices, either too expensive or too cheap. That's kind of built into Amazon. And what you're saying is we can't go in and change that trip.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't change the actual figure in that field on Amazon, but PPP overrides it in a sense, but not in like a physical sense whereby you can see it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think hopefully
it doesn't change the figures, but PPP can take control of your repricing. So those figures are not used anymore in your repricing.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, I've loved tonight. It's been awesome.
Have you enjoyed it? Is that it? Are we all done?
We've done all the videos. Unless people have got questions, then absolutely they should ask all the questions you guys have got, because we're here and, we're here to answer any of your questions. Yeah.
So if you've got any questions now, guys, throw them up in the chat. If not, save them for next time. Or as you should know, there is a Profit Protector Pro Facebook group. It's free to join. You can ask any questions you want in there. We have support staff in there a lot of the times. We hang around in there and stuff. You can also email info@profitprotectorpro.com if you want to talk directly to our support staff. Now, something that I will give you guys a heads up on, it's not quite there yet, but it is our intention over the coming months to get the support to a point whereby we've got 24-hour, 7-day support. Am I allowed to say that, Karen? Or
you just did.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's what we're moving towards. Like we've already got support covered, and we're very much increasing their capacity. And when we look at benchmarks of the industry, like our support's already faster responding, already closes tickets like above industry average, but we want to continue to develop that. So our intention is to recruit across all our products so we can have 24/7 support. So, I mean, my dream is for like, I don't know, like average support time to be 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes via email, no longer. Like that's going to be quite a task to get to, but we're trying to move towards that, just to let you know the level of support that we're aiming to deliver to you guys.
I think as well, we should mention that when we've got that in place, which as Matt says, we're working on, we're also hoping to have 24/7 live chat available as well. So it won't just be email, you'll have live chat available 24/7 too.
24 hours, 7 days a week. And that might sound like everybody says 24/7 or whatever, but what that actually means is, let's say somebody's doing an 8-hour shift, then they cover 8 hours, and then there's another 8 hours, and then there's another 8 hours. So it's basically 3 people to cover one 24-hour shift, but nobody will work 7 days a week. And we've got too much support and too many customers to handle one person. So if that paints a picture of the level of team we're looking to build to be able to cover, like have multiple people all on shift at the same time and do 3 shifts every 24 hours, even including weekends, that's a lot of support staff, but that's what we're moving towards, just to let you guys know. Mike says, being in touch with your support tonight, and their response has been a few minutes, longest about 10 minutes. Really impressed. That's awesome, Mike. That's really good to hear. Great stuff. Okay, it's only going to get better. That's only going to get better as well.
Yeah, 100%. So Elaine, you'll need to ensure that those prices in Seller Central do not differ too much from the prices in Profit Protector Pro. So if you've got a maximum in Seller Central of $5 or £5, and then you set your maximum in Profit Protector Pro at $10 or £10, every time Profit Protector Pro tries to go over £5, Amazon will send you one of those emails about price. So you need to make sure that the minimum and maximum are the same in Seller Central and Profit Protector Pro, which I think answers Tim's question as well. So yeah, PPP can override those in terms of actually taking action, but it will generate an email from Amazon if you don't have your mins and max matching. So Elaine, exactly the same happens with the min. So you need to make sure the minimum in Profit Protector Pro is not any lower than your minimum in Amazon.
Cool. Right. Tony says, thanks for tonight. Great info as always. And under 2 hours too. Absolutely. It's great. So thanks ever so much for you guys turning up and your attention. We realize these are long sessions and hopefully gain some value from it. But it's nice to just touch base with you guys and speak to the people that PPP matters to most. You guys turned up. You want to learn more. You want to know more. You want to speak to us. We realize you are our grade A users. The people that turn up tonight are the people that are really putting this businesses first. And, it's great. We appreciate it. So, yeah, I want to say a massive thank you to Ollie Chops for jumping on.
Absolutely. It's been great having you here, Holly.
Thanks for having me.
It's great. You have to come on every time now.
Yeah, definitely.
So Elaine has got one last question. To avoid all this, should I go in and delete all min-maxes in Seller Central?
I don't think Amazon... Does Amazon let you delete them all? I'm not sure. I think you just need to make sure they match Profit Protector Pro.
I think that they don't, once you've inputted them, they don't actually allow you to take them out and then save, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. So I think maybe Elaine, go in and mark everyone, I don't know, as like £5 or whatever minimum, and £20 maximum. I don't know what your products are, so it's a little bit difficult to give you that advice. But you just have to make sure that your minimum in Profit Protector Pro is not lower than your minimum in Amazon, and your maximum in Profit Protector Pro is not higher than your maximum in Amazon. So make sure Amazon's within the outside the PPP window, and then you'll be okay.
All the questions are coming now. Look, Belinda says, if you sell used books, would you suggest using the used goods strategy only as opposed to the other strategies?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think it's been built specifically for used goods, and I think it'll do a great job for you, Belinda. But I think that's something that would be good to do, is to add in some more of those as well. I'd love to see us do that rather than just have one. I'd like us to add in some extra ones so that people can kind of have the option. So that's definitely on the list, Belinda. We'll do that.
Yeah. There's no reason not to have like 3 used book strategies or something like that, is there? But yeah, right. Okay. So that's it for questions. Chat's dried up. We're going to have to say bye at some point. Somebody will ask us a question and pull us back in, but you'll have to put it in the Facebook group or send it via email. We're available. We're not going anywhere. Just because we don't jump on these sessions every day don't mean we're not here working hard on your behalf to give you the best software we can at amazing prices. So, yeah, thanks so much, everybody, for joining us tonight. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Holly, for your amazingness as always. And yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys. Appreciate your time and attention. Appreciate your custom. And hopefully we'll continue to build a tool that you guys love and get great results and value from. Right. With that being said, see you on the next.
Yeah.
See you on the next training or the next time we go live, or see you in the Facebook group or whatever. So, yeah. Do you want to say bye, folks, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. I do. And thank you to you too, Matt, because you've been great. You've been hosting tonight, and thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure to be here, everybody. And good night. Enjoy your evenings, and we will see you again soon. Holly, do you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, bye, guys. Thank you for being here. It's been great to have you with us.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Some lovely comments going in the chat now. So, yeah, night all. Bye-bye.
Good night,
wherever you are
everyone.
in the world. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.